I think I'm fucking gorgeous. I think I'm perfect.
Listen, don't take this the wrong way. You're not
Please,
a 10.
lay it on me.
You're not a 10.
Okay, that's just your opinion.
I'm not going to rate you, but you're not a 10.
Okay, you don't have to rate me, and that's just your opinion.
Well, it is. Listen, look.
And I'm going to be looking at the way men look at attraction versus how females look at attraction, and how women tend to be very delusional about attractiveness. Now, for those of you that don't know me, let me give you a little bit of history, a little bio on myself, so that you can understand why I find this subject so interesting. All right, before we go any further, of course, guys, hit that like button, hit the notification bell, help a brother out. If you want to buy me a coffee, hit the link in the description. Listen, support the channel. I'm trying to spout as much knowledge to these men, young generation especially, so that they can grow up to be better men. I want to take boys into better men. And the men that are listening to me, I want you to be able to pass on this knowledge to other men and other boys so that we can grow as a male community to become leaders in this world. All right, let's proceed with this video. For the last 17 years, I've been a professional photographer and videographer. I basically moved away from the business world. I've owned gyms, I've owned marketing and publishing firms, real estate firms, real estate and development. But one thing that's more relevant for this particular subject, I have been an avid photographer since the age of like 17. And I kept that hobby up until the age of 36 when I moved here to Dubai to become a full-time photographer. You can say that was my passion that I finally decided I wanted to do after I had reached a certain age where I could afford to do it. So pretty much what you can take from this long explanation of my resume is that I did the things that made me money to finally be able to do the things that I was passionate about. Photography was what I was always passionate about. But just so that you guys understand, and I'm making this very clear to you, when it comes to understanding the standards of beauty, I was extremely aware of it for more than 35 years of my life. Try to let that sink in. I've been published in Elle magazines. I've been published in a lot of the beauty magazines. Most of them I can't even freaking remember. In the edit, I'll try to put some of them up here so that you guys can see. When I moved to Dubai, I started off in fashion. So I got into shooting fitness photography because no one else could do it. And that is where I became quite well known. I'm not going to use the word famous. I'll use the word well known. I've probably shot more than 60 to 70% of the good fitness professionals here in Dubai. I've shot for movie posters. I've been on the set of A-list movies for Bollywood. You think Hollywood is big? No, my friends. You guys got to get out of America. Bollywood is huge. This is 2 of my posters. That's my work that went international here in this region. So now that I've qualified myself, I want you guys to understand why I am qualified to talk about beauty. One woman who looks beautiful in one part of the world will also look beautiful in another part of the world. Let me explain the exceptions. The exceptions is styling, makeup, the body. But in fact, the facial features of that woman is always accepted every single part of the world. Yes, there are minor exceptions, but I'm talking about the majority. The majority of the people will see that woman as beautiful. And this is always displayed when we do international competitions among women. Miss Universe competitions, for example.
Argentina, Armenia, Aruba, Australia, Bahamas, Barbados, Beijing, Belize, Bolivia, Brazil, the British Virgin Islands, Bulgaria, Cambodia,
all of these women are universally beautiful around the entire globe, and she's admired by people around the globe, not just in her country. When we're rating someone on beauty, whose opinion is it that actually matters? Women rating themselves, or the man who actually want the woman? Because the only reason women are trying to be beautiful and only care about beauty is because they're trying to attract men. In other words, men are the consumers. Simple. So whose opinion should matter more? Men. I don't care what these ladies want to think about. Oh, but I love myself and I consider myself a 10. Doesn't matter.
Okay, so you think you're a 10.
Yeah. I
Don't
think
t-
I'm fucking gorgeous. I think I'm perfect.
Listen, don't take this the wrong way. You're not
Please
a 10.
lay it on me.
You're not a 10.
Okay. That's just your opinion.
I'm not going to rate you, but you're not a 10.
Okay.
Value is only determined by the person consuming that value. So let's just give you an example so that you guys can understand. And please don't freaking give me any of these comments about, oh, a woman shouldn't be compared to a car. I am not comparing her to a car. I'm trying to explain value, not woman. Please not understand the difference, because I know what's going to happen in the comments. If I am selling a car and it's a Toyota, and I put a lot of care and attention in that Toyota, and I put some bigger wheels and I freaking buffed it and I did all of these cool, nice stuff, right? And then I put the Toyota on the market for $200,000 because I feel that is the value. But every consumer who comes to look at that car laughs at me and tells me, I'll give you 30,000, I'll give you 40,000. Well below what I want for it. What value does it have? 200,000 or the 30 to 50,000 that from offers that I get from people? What is the value? The value is what the consumer says. Because if they're not buying it, it means that it's not valued that amount. And as simple as that sounds to individuals who are business minded and don't get their feelings involved, but use their critical faculties, that's very clear. But for a woman who's emotional about what value means to her, she will argue. No, you don't settle, girl. You don't do that. Your value is great. And that just immediately reminds me of this 123-year-old woman who's still a virgin, still waiting for that right man.
Untouched by intimacy and covered in wrinkles, Teresia has never seen the nakedness of a man, and for 122 years she lives on with the unfulfilled desire, a defiant hope, and a courageous spirit of waiting that one day a man will emerge and embrace her soul. This woman here.
All right, cool. Now, let's look at the video. These women rating themselves. First, the women have to rate themselves from 1 to 5. And they have to put themselves in the order. Then, afterwards, the men are going to come in and put them in the order that they see that they should be in.
Say like what we do or like what our favorite things to do are?
All right, we can see who's going to be at the end. But I bet you. Let's just watch.
So I'm a dancer. I'm very physical. I use my body a lot. I love baking cakes. I always just like shove baked goods on my friends.
I teach acting to young kids. I do mostly musical theater.
Oh my God.
Because I'm a weenie, I know. But I'm single as all heck. Hey.
I'm a journalism major.
I'm also a student. I'm double majoring in psychology and criminal justice. I'm also an actress. I love to travel. I've been to India 5 times.
Okay, so we have to do this. Should we rank ourselves? Should we just like close our eyes and like scoot to where we think
Oh
we
my
should
God.
be? And
Yeah.
then, you know what I mean? Just go for it on an individual basis.
I think
and
that's
then,
very smart.
So first of all, this is the number one mistake women make. They think that based on all of their life experiences, yes, it does make a difference. But when it comes to attraction, because if a man isn't physically attractive to you instantly, he's not even going to approach you in order to learn where you've been, what your personality is like. You have to get from stage 1, which is, I need to attract him first.
I feel like my personality is really attractive. My looks, I feel like I'm okay. Like I don't think anyone would look at me and be like, ooh.
Oh, I'm nervous. I'm not bumping into each other. Did I take this into consideration?
We're also humble.
What if you don't know like which one is the number?
See, I saw him on somewhere too,
Okay,
but
okay,
I
okay.
didn't know where y'all were standing.
Oh my gosh, then prepare yourself at 10.
The girl who I found most attractive was Jordan. She has a great personality and she's confident.
Dope.
Bullshit. Women bring their feelings into this now where, I know that she's the fat one. I want to have social standing. I'm going to say that the big girl, the fat girl, the pleasantly plump, what other words they use? Whatever euphemism, beautiful word you want to have for a big woman. What words? I know the words I'm supposed to use, and right now I've forgotten some of these words. Heavy set girl. Fill in the blanks, guys. You know what I'm talking about. She immediately says she's the most beautiful. I'm sure that every fiber of her being says no. You know why? Because she's not fat. And you know what? One of the easiest things to do in life is to get fat. You just gotta eat and eat. Sit on your ass, watch TV, don't move, and you will get fat. This woman is not fat. That's why I know she's bullshitting herself, because it would be easy for her to look like that woman. The delusion of women and the lack of common sense and the lack of critical thinking blows my mind.
Oh, see, I thought this was...
I'll be 5.
That's true. Wait. It's 5 to 1. No.
Right now, the heaviest girl isn't the most beautiful. Think about this, guys. Let's go on.
How did I end up here?
How about we do it off of like immediate first impression and attraction to the person?
I'm just gonna put it out there just to do it. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Oh, sorry. 1, 2, 3, 4.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Got it. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4.
Okay, I'll be 2 because I got all 4 2s.
Okay, I think I got 3, 4 the most, so I'll stick in that window depending on the other person's. There were attributes that I saw in the other girls that I didn't see in myself, and hence I would have put them higher as well over me. So people are like, she's so sweet, she's so funny, but like, I wouldn't date her.
I guess I'll be 1.
Okay.
Cool beans.
I already love you all so much dearly, and I would date all of
So
them.
does that make me a 3?
They're trying to put the heavy girl in the middle. We know that she is by far the elephant in the room, and I don't want to say that in a negative way, but there's no other way to say it. We know she's the elephant in the room. We know that she's the odd one out. Every single girl is pretty much average in this particular instance with looks. It's the only thing that separates all 5 of them is the woman in the heavy set woman that is clearly obese. Let's just use the word. Okay?
Okay.
Yeah, I'll just stay here. Nobody really wanted to be last, and I could kind of feel that vibe. So I was just like, you know what, it's fine. Like, nobody is a 5, really. I don't think so. But, I mean...
Where do you think you'd fit yourself in this one then?
Well, I mean, I don't know, because I feel like personality is a big thing.
Yeah, she's a 1.
Oh, by far.
2, 3.
Thanks.
Well, I say 3.
See, I would say 3 and
I
then
would say
4.
3.
Not saying you don't have a personality, but I'm like...
Oh, I'm 5 again.
I think we just put ourselves in order of most extroverted, not the most personality.
So this is fine? This is fine.
If this was men, this would have been done like 2 minutes With less than a minute, this would have been done. We know where we rank. We just accept reality of life.
Do you want to start it off?
Gio over there. And then, like, just shift down. I think Michelle was the most attractive. How she looked, how she carried herself, and it just seems like someone that's going to live an exciting life, I guess you could say, or that you could have, like, a deep conversation with. Could you switch with her? I forgot, they can't even hear me.
Yeah. You got a point. Okay.
What would you switch?
I switch her and her. You go over there. Or,
oh, those two. Okay. All right.
And then you over there. You switch. Yeah, that's pretty much.
Personally, for me, she kind of looks like Kristen Bell.
All right, he's getting emotional. Once you start associating a woman with a celebrity, you start to get away from the visual part of the individual standing in front of you, and you start to associate their whole outlook on someone who is already incredibly famous. So your likability for that person goes up even more. It's not even a word, likability. You got to look that one up. Let's see the finish.
And I really like Kristen Bell, so I'd probably put her on the 1 or 2 position. And I kind of like her vibe. I think her whole aesthetic is very nice. So for me, it's either 1 or 2 up here. I think that Maria was the most attractive for me. It was just like her whole vibe, and like I liked how her hair was, how her makeup was done. Like she looked very nice. Are we content with 5 being 5?
I'm not.
Where do you currently want 5?
I want her at least 3.
So 5 goes up.
She should be a 4 because it's like meeting in the middle.
I think 4 is fine. 5 and 4? Switch? We're gonna get ripped a new one. I don't want to be the pointer here.
Guys are not afraid to be more blunt. They were straight up, hey, you're attractive, you're not. But girls were like, I don't want to be rude, you know, we're all beautiful in our own way.
All right. Are we good?
We're good.
I'm good. We're locking in. Cool. God, that was ruthless. I feel bad.
The way the guys were ranking the girls, I actually think we were doing it mostly by personality.
And they know that they're picking on looks, but they had to add this anomaly in the equation. They had to add something else in the equation to make it always feel that there's a justification for not being mean. That's what's happening right now.
I was super anxious about ranking them. My hands were getting all clammy. I was like really uncomfortable being the one to be like putting them where I thought.
You know, it's obviously something that we do like in day-to-day life. We rank people, you know, subconsciously, but having to do it like in front of them and like them watching you rank them wasn't fun, but definitely a memorable experience.
Well, I was at 5, and now I'm here, so I'm like, thank you.
I would have probably ranked them pretty similar. The reality of it is that more than likely the black girl has on a weave, right? But I'm sure she's going to get butthurt about race. All of them are going to start complaining about something. Let's watch.
I don't know, it's very interesting, I feel. I did think coming into this, like, cultural stereotypes would be a factor. Them ranking me first kind of shot that down, I guess, because I didn't think they would choose, like, an Asian girl first.
I think when
She has a beautiful, symmetrical face. That's the reality of it. And I had a discussion with this lady yesterday about passport bros. And I explained that men are going to Asian countries, you know, Thailand, China, Philippines, etc., 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 to find wives. And she was saying, well, yeah, but Western men don't like Asian women. And I'm like, where did you learn that from? Now, she was older. She was in her late 50s. And I said, you have no clue. These women have now become the most desired women because these women have grown up in a society that told them to respect and appreciate men as men. not trying to be their equal, but understanding that men were of great value. Yeah, I said, yeah, Western men love Asian women. And it shows that in this particular case, that there is a softness that men now appreciate in Asian women. Because this Asian woman, she don't have a lot more over any other woman, but just the fact that she's Asian probably made these guys put her number one. Just saying. She does have the symmetrical face. She does have a great face. It's a little round, but compared to the other women, it's great. She's a beautiful woman. She's a little shorter than the other woman, which makes her look more feminine. And these are attractive traits for men. Women don't get it.
Think of a male viewing me as attractive or not versus a female, it's definitely different. Because in a male setting, judging me, I knew that was gonna happen. Like, I'm not stupid. So like, I'm aware of how others view me. I was surprised at them placing me at the bottom, but at the same time, I know out of a room of beautiful girls that I was put in, that from the jump, there was no chance for me. there was no chance there.
And this is where the delusion comes in. This woman is heavier than most men. This is a reality. She's big and she's heavy. The bottom line is men don't want to date another man. They want a woman they can hold and cuddle, you know. That's why the Asian girl probably got number one, because she's feminine. The rest of these girls are big. And when I say big, they're tall and they're not feminine. They don't look like you can. Feminine, much more cuddly, much more adorable. I'm trying to find words to make this YouTube friendly, but you get, men, you understand what I'm talking about.
Me being the only black girl, like, I knew that I wouldn't really rank.
Oh yeah,
because
American beauty standards versus what people see, people of color, it's different.
The guys that I interact with, they socialize more with black women and they think more black women are attractive.
Now that's a pile of crap. This is a normal black shaming tactic, an excuse for women who don't pride themselves in being natural. She has on huge eyelashes and she has in a weave. I keep telling my black sisters, cut this shit out. Men don't like it. It has nothing to do with you being black. This particular black woman is in a very good position because she's not overweight, which 70-80% of black women are these days. But she has all of these adornments that men just find fake. And that's why she's second to last. She got lazy looking eyes. And of course she's wearing all of these adornments. Her great body. It's just that she have on all of this fake shit. That's why she's in that position.
I think that the guys ranked the woman from appearance more than personality.
Do you usually feel like you're the most attractive person in the room?
Most of the time.
I feel like it just confirms that attractiveness is so subjective and circled and presented in one way, and it always has been.
No, it really isn't. This woman has a shorter cut hair and she's tall. She has a square jaw. Even how she sits, it's very masculine. She don't have a lot of feminine traits to her, unfortunately. It has nothing to do with subjectiveness. Attraction is biological, especially for men.
Even though I have my days where I'm like, ugh, you not really that cute, and days where I'm like, ooh, you cute. I would say I wouldn't change.
Yeah, because those are the days when you either have in your weave on your fake lashes. Those are the days that you don't find yourself attractive. But the second you put on your costume, oh, now you're cute. The delusion, my friends, is what's the problem. So guys, I hope you found a bit of education, a bit of lesson in that particular video. And for you to understand the way women look at themselves versus how we see them. Share this with a few of your lady friends so that they can sort of understand how men think and how men see females. Please remember to remind women that if they want a man, do not go to another woman for their opinion on their beauty. Ask other men. And And more importantly, ask other men who don't want to sleep with them. Because men will bullshit women that they want to sleep with just to gain favor. Go to your family members. Talk to men who are your family members, your cousins, your uncles, your father. Ask them about their beauties. Ask them about your beauty and your sense of attractiveness. These guys will probably tell you, no, babes, you need to lose some weight. You need to get rid of that head weave. You need to take off the eyelashes. You need to wear more appropriate clothing. You need to do X, Y, and Z to be more attractive to men. But women go to other women, and those women will give them this kind of bullshit results. And it is obviously not the right results, because men just proved it to you here that that's not what men want. That's not what men see as attractive. All right, guys, subscribe, hit the notification bell. Let me know what you guys think. Hit me up with some comments, all right? And of course, remember, whenever you have a problem, always ask an older man.